4, 5, and 6, we're doing the same thing, solving for tangent, cotangent, secant, or cosecant. That's why earlier on those previous 3, I said this was probably just an easy table to use, because then I don't have to have a different table. This one has all of my trigonometric values in there between 0 and 360. So this one's probably easier to use if you look at your note sheets. So again, we're just basically doing the same thing. We're going to solve our equation. So in this one, I'm going to subtract my 1. We're looking for where the tangent of theta is equal to -1. So if I go back and I look at my paper, where is the tangent equal to -1? Looking down my tangent list, I have 3 pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4. So 3 pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4 are going to be my answers for where is tangent of theta equal to -1. On the next one, we want to solve that one for cotangent. First thing we're going to do is add 1. So we have the square root of 3 cotangent of x equals 1. We're then going to divide by the square root of 3. And of course we would want to rationalize that. So we're going to multiply by the square root of 3. We get square root of 3 over square root of 9, which we know is square root of 3 over 3. So we're looking for where is our cotangent of x equal to square root of 3 over 3. Again, if I flip back at my table, looking under my cotangent column, which is the last one, I need a positive square root of 3 over 3, so I have 4 pi over 3. Did I miss one? Yes, I did. Pi over 3. Pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. And so those are going to be my 2 solutions. My board doesn't want to move the right way. Number 6, we're doing secant. So on this one, we're going to add our square root of 2. Once our board decides that it wants to be cleared off, add our square root of 2 and say that the secant of theta equals positive square root of 2. So again, I'm going to flip back to my table, looking under my secant column, second to the last one, I've got pi over 4 and I've got 7 pi over 4. So at pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4 is where the secant of theta is equal to the square root of 2. Easy as that, just looking those up on the table.